I told myself a few years ago, I think when I was like 20 or 21, I told myself that I would never literally wake up any morning and tell myself that there's something too difficult about my personality that I cannot fix. And for the past 2 to 3 years, as someone who has fully dedicated her time into self development, I can literally tell you boldly that your personality is actually a factor if you're gonna hit the highest peak of your purpose and destiny in life, and it's not something you want to joke with. So if you are the kind of person that whenever you walk into the room, you don't command respect. Whenever you walk into a room, your aura is giving like she's not the one. If you're the kind of person that people do not respect your personality, it is because your personality is poor. And in this video, I'm going to share a lot of things that helped me take my personality from 0 to 100. Honestly, these are tips that nobody will tell you, but trust me guys, this video is proudly sponsored by the love I have for you, so I would not gatekeep. I'm going to share it as it is. Like honestly, this video is something that you want to listen to and watch till the end. What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I saw the love in my last video and I am literally so overwhelmed. Thank you guys for supporting me, commenting on my videos, liking, sharing. Guys, you are all amazing. If you are new in this channel, my name is Unique, and literally this channel is for all things productivity, lifestyle, becoming the best version of yourself. If you literally want to become the best version of yourself, then this channel is more like a community. It's not just a channel, it's a place for you to feel safe and feel relaxed while learning to become the best version of yourself. Like guys, that is literally it. So in this video, like I said, we're going to be discussing our personalities because I felt deeply and strongly in my spirit to share about this, because I was speaking with a friend and she was complaining about the fact that whenever she steps into anywhere, she just feel like nobody recognizes her, nobody feels her presence. A lot of people always see the negativity and the problem but never the solution. So guys, if there's anything you are going to get from this video, like if there's anything you're going to get at all from this video, it has to be that whatever is wrong with your personality right now, you can fix it. It just takes some intentional steps that I'm going to share in this video. If you are within the age of 20 to 25, you have to fix whatever issue like is wrong with your personality ASAP, like as soon as possible. Do you know why? It's because when you get to 25, your frontal lobe is already developed. Anybody from 26 down to 30 already have more like a fixed personality. Now, it's not like you can't fix your personality when you're 27 or 28 or get intentional about fixing your life at that particular time, but it becomes 10 times difficult. Now, within the age of 20 to 25, you are still in your very like high developmental phase. So whatever is wrong with your personality, you can get intentional about fixing it. Whatever you know you don't want to see in your life in your 30s, you can get intentional about fixing it, and to be very, very easy. You just have to take very intentional steps. But once you cross the age of 25, trust me guys, it becomes 10 times difficult. Like you have to work really, really hard. So guys, every single thing that is wrong with your personality that you feel you don't want to see in your future self, you need to get intentional about fixing it right now. Now, we're not going to waste any more time. Let us drop straight into the video. First thing to consider when it comes to having a personality makeover or a personality upgrade is to first of all figure out your personality problem. Trust me guys, every single person in this life has a personality problem that if they don't get intentional about fixing would become a problem later in life. Like if you let some of those personality problems grow up with you and become part of you, you will find it very difficult later in life. I think I started to figure out some of my personality problem very early in life. I think when I was like 16 or 17, and still in secondary school then, I noticed that I had intense stage fright. I noticed I was very timid. I had low self-esteem. I was always afraid and shy. But I knew definitely that this is something I do not want to grow with me. And a lot of person had stage fright in their secondary school and still have it up to now in their 20s, and you want to keep it with you like that till your 30s. If you're a shy person, you can fix it. If you're timid, you can fix it. If you have low self-esteem, you can fix it. Now, I was not always like this. I knew when I started my YouTube channel, I could not speak in front of the camera. I was always stuttering. I was always having a lot of camera fright, a lot of honest. I could not really talk in public, but I knew that for the kind of person I want to become, speaking is a very important skill for me. So I had to harness the skill. I had to change my personality. I had to build my speaking skill. I had to get intentional about fixing that particular aspect of my life. I honestly think that every single person knows their personality problem already. But if you think you don't know, there are two routes that can actually help you figure out your personality problem ASAP, like very, very fast. The first route is the self-reflection route, where you sit down and reflect. Ask yourself questions Like, what is something that I know have been hindering me from achieving my destiny? Something that I really need to get intentional about working on. And if you are very honest with yourself, you will discover your personality problem in less than 5 minutes. Trust me, guys. Like, just reflecting on yourself. Take a journal, take a pen or a book or whatever. Sit down in a quiet space and just ask yourself some very honest, open-ended questions and give yourself the answers. You will discover your personality problem, like, trust me, guys, in less than 5 minutes. Another route you can use in checking and discovering your personality problem is the route of asking people questions. Now, you can always observe definitely from what people always complain about you. Honestly, like, ask people questions like, what is it you think I need to work on? What is it about my personality that you think is literally off? Ask people questions. You hear a lot of things. Write them down. Don't feel offended. Write a lot of them. Now, a lot of people might say a lot of things to piss you off, but the truth is, when it comes to working on your personality, nothing is literally too big or nothing is literally too small. Every single complaint people have about your personality is something you need to work on. No matter how big, no matter how small, no matter how petty, no matter how annoying some of the things people would say to you, you have to get intentional about fixing it. That is literally why I have told myself that I would never in my life tell myself that this is something I don't think I can work on about my personality. Like, have the mindset of self-development, whereby if they wake you up from bed every single day and I feel like this is something I need to work on immediately, you have the mindset of this is for my own betterment and I need to get intentional about it. Now, guys, the second thing I actually did to take my personality from zero, from like down here to like down like there, is to never have reservation for myself. Now, I honestly think that this is something every single person, if you are within the age of 20 to 25, you need to get intentional about this. Not like when you are in your 30s. Like, trust me, guys. Stop having reservations when it comes to yourself. I told myself that there's nothing too big for me. There's nothing too expensive for me. Like, I literally have no reservations for myself. Like, if there's something I need, I work towards it and I get it. There's nothing too big for me to achieve. Like, if you have that mindset, that is a mindset that will take your personality from a 0 to 100. Like, without you doing a lot of work. Like, I literally told myself, there's nothing that I cannot achieve. I would never have reservations when it comes to myself, when it comes to giving myself the best life, when it comes to making the best decision. Having no reservations for myself taught me how to make friends, honestly, because it got to a point I loved myself to a point where I knew that certain friendship was not really treating me, was not really catering to me anymore. Certain friendship was not really necessary anymore, because having no reservations for myself taught me how to nurture myself, how to love myself, how to cater to myself. Like, there's a particular level you will love yourself. Like, you would never accept anything that people lay on the table for you. You will never accept the barest minimum. You will always go and strive for the best. Like, honestly, I told myself I don't want to wake up one morning at 30 knowing that I limited my mind to what I can achieve because I felt some things were too big for me. There's nothing too big for me. Like, honestly, I feel that's one personality issue a lot of young persons will have, because maybe you lack resources right now. You feel like, oh, if I have this particular money, this thing is too expensive. Like, sometimes I see people say things like, oh, why would somebody go and buy this very expensive perfume for themselves? Or why would somebody go and buy this expensive hair when you can go for this cheaper option? It's okay that you don't have the resources right now, but don't let that mindset grow up with you. Don't let that mindset of having reservations for yourself, that even if you have it, you would never want to treat yourself, because you always have the lack and scarcity mindset. Now, that's moving us to abundance mindset. You need to have an abundance mindset if you want to take your personality from 0 to 100. So I had to build my abundance mindset through listening to podcasts, getting intentional about living the life that I want to live, making every single day count. Even if I don't have the billions in my account, I want to ensure that my basic needs are met, and I'm knowing I'm trusting God for more. I'm not feeling like when I have it, I would not do it for myself, or waiting for someone to do that for you. Honestly, I think this is a mindset that girls need to get intentional about working on, because a lot of girls feel like, oh, I can't use my money to do this particular thing for myself because I want someone else to do it, or I'm too beautiful to spend my own money. Like, trust me, baby girl, you are too beautiful not to love yourself enough, like to give yourself the best life. Like, having no reservation for yourself is not even a gender thing. Like, ensure that you are treating yourself at every single time you have. Now, I'm not telling you not to prioritize your spending, and this literally has nothing to do with spending lavishly, but ensuring that you fix your broke mindset is something that will take your personality from to 100. You don't want to joke about it. Like, you can get intentional about this through listening to podcasts. Hear people speak, and when you see people say things, oh, I bought this particular perfume and it's like 500,000, or I bought this particular thing and it's worth this particular thing, don't channel your mind to thinking small, like, why would somebody spend this kind of huge money on themselves? Like, have it in mind that when you actually have that kind of amount, you will do it and do more for yourself. That's what we talk about, having no reservations for yourself. Like, honestly, right now in my life, I can never see something that is good for me and have reservations for myself, or feel like, oh, I don't think I need this right now. Like, I would never ever think about it. Like, money will come back, but how you treat yourself in every single instance, every single situation matters a lot. It matters a lot in forming your personality, and that is the reason why you should never ever joke with how you take care of yourself, how you treat yourself, how you love yourself, guys. Nobody will tell you this, but I will tell you. This next point I'm about to talk about, honestly, is something that literally took my personality not from a 0 to 100, but now from a 0 to 1,000. Trust me, guys. And that point is, I intentionally decided to say no to unnecessary pressure. Now, when we talk about having no reservation for yourself, some people will think that this is the kind of way you compare yourself to others, but that is literally out of it. I had no reservations for myself. I took care of myself at every single time, like, according to my pocket. Trust me, according to my pocket. Why? Trusting God and believing for more. And I did not put myself under unnecessary pressure. Like, I've seen people like that, they are married, they are doing well, but they still put themselves under pressure to fit in, to make people feel like they have too much, or to make people feel like they've arrived. I've never put myself under any unnecessary pressure, and I don't think I will ever do that ever in my life. Like, I am so content with whatever I have. Why not having reservation for myself? I am still loving myself and doing the best I can, while still not putting myself under unnecessary pressure. If you really want to take your personality from a 0 to 1,000, trust me, guys, you need to stop all this unnecessary pressure. Pressure to fit in, pressure to become a CEO, pressure to become like this, pressure to look like this, pressure to do this, or pressure to do that. Trust me, guys, it's not worth it. I told myself I would love myself the way I want to love myself. I'm not going to love myself because I feel insecure, or I feel like someone is doing better than me. I'm not going to do a business because I feel like someone is doing better than me. This is how you build a secure personality. Like, by not putting yourself under unnecessary pressure. Now, not putting myself under unnecessary pressure has made me feel more relaxed in life. Trust me. The peace that comes with knowing that I have a secure personality, and this personality I have is a personality that is all about me, it's all about God. Is having a secure personality has to do with building that personality that you can own. You can own your personality and know that this is me, like, this is all me. People can look at you and be like, oh, I love to be like this person, honestly, because your personality is not coined from wanting to be like someone else, but it's from you wanting to be better, wanting to build yourself every single day. Now, lastly, guys, the last thing that took my personality from a 0 to 100 is actually ignoring social media advice. Now, one thing I always tell myself, or one thing you should know, everybody is trying to make money off you. Everything right now is content. Every single person is posting advice on social media. Every single person is posting advice, is saying this, saying that. Every single podcast is telling you this. As a lady, you should be like this. As a woman, you should be like this. Everybody is trying to make money off you, babe. Honestly, you need to start ignoring social media advice. Now, content creation world is saturated with a lot of people that just want to make money, like by chasing clouds, seeing a lot of bullshit. So you need to, first of all, control what you hear. Every single time you scroll on TikTok, you scroll on Instagram, control what you hear. Unfollow some certain people on your Instagram or your social media pages, people that really do not say things that are edifying. Now, in essence, when it comes to me, like building my personality from 0 to 100, I had to ignore a lot of social media advice because I didn't want to build a personality based on social media standards. What I literally did was ignore social media advice, or get intentional about controlling the kind of advice I get on social media, and going back to my Bible, going back to Proverbs 31. If you're a lady and you don't study the Proverbs 31, I don't know what you are like. I don't know where you are building your personality from. Like, honestly, I can boldly tell you, Proverbs 31 is literally everything you need to build a personality. Like, I will tell you honestly, search the Bible to get and build your personality. I would never build my personality based on what people are saying, social media standard, based on advices from social media. Go back to your Bible. Every single thing you need as a lady, like, every single thing you need to build your personality. It's written in Proverbs 31. Every single thing, honestly. I think I have to run through the Proverbs 31, honestly, because I think a lot of people might not see it the way I'm saying it. But if you want to build a personality, let us read Proverbs 31 and see every single thing you need, like every single thing you need in this life about building your personality and having a good, secured personality is in Proverbs 31. Like, if you've never studied Proverbs 31, this should be your sign. Get intentional about studying Proverbs 31. Now, verse 10 talks about having a noble character. Verse 11 talks about having confidence as a woman. Verse 12 talk about the value of a woman, your value, how to build your value, every single thing you need. Verse 15 talks about waking up on time. She gets up while it is still night and provides food for her family. Talks about getting intentional about waking up on time. Now, I don't really like to put people under the pressure of you have to wake up at a particular time. I don't do that, honestly. I see a lot of YouTubers post vlogs, 4 a.m. morning routine, 3 a.m. dark girl routine. Honestly, it's good to wake up on time as a lady, but I don't like to put people under the pressure of you have to wake up at a particular time for you to be productive. Honestly, my only advice when it comes to staying productive, waking up on time is get intentional about waking up on time and getting shit done like early enough. Honestly, that's a Proverbs 31 woman value. Then verse 17 talks about she works vigorously. Talk about your strength, your consistency, your devotedness. I think this should be your sign to get intentional about studying the Proverbs 31. Honestly, I told myself I would not coin my personality from social media. Like, I want to call my personality from the word of God. That's how you have the uncommon girl personality, the uncommon woman personality that people would value. Verse 16 talks about she considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. That is talking about the girl that invests, the girl that tracks her finances, the girl that is intentional about her finances. Now, the girl that does not have a broke mindset, the girl that sits in abundance mindset. Guys, like I said, every single thing you need in life is in Proverbs 31. So if you've never studied about Proverbs 31 woman, this is your sign. Go and read your Bible to coin your personality. That is literally where I'll be drawing the curtain for today, guys. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, drop a comment for me in the comment section, share this video, tell your friends about my YouTube channel. Please do not forget to subscribe and support your girl. Thank you so much for watching this video, and in my next video I will be sharing a lot of important tips as well. So see you guys in my next video. Bye.